everyone, hope you're having a good day. I am talking today about beauty blenders. I've been dying to make this video. I have been waiting and waiting to make this video, and I was just waiting till like certain timing with moving. I didn't want to get this whole thing before, but this is something that I don't understand why people aren't talking about it on YouTube. This is like the greatest beauty blender hack and nobody is talking about it. And it's like, is it because they just want to keep it to themselves? Is it that all these beauty gurus truly don't know? I find that hard to believe. Or maybe I just missed the trend. Maybe they talked about it a while ago. But I want to talk about how you can get legitimate, real beauty blenders for more than half off. It's possible. Now, before I get into it, first I have to tell you, make sure you subscribe. Please click that button below to subscribe. If you like this advice, give it a thumbs up at the end, hit the notification bell, all those good things. And tell me if you love a beauty blender in the comments. Tell me if there's a dupe you really like. But let's talk dupes first. So I tried a beauty blender dupe when they first came out, like when somebody first duped it, and they were hard as rocks, and I'm like, I don't understand, I don't want this. Then all these makeup artists I knew, I used to work in production in television, and all these makeup artists had beauty blenders, and I'm like, $20 for a sponge, and this is back when there was just the pink. This is the black one. $20 for just a sponge? I'm not spending 20 bucks on a sponge. Oh, and it's a sponge I have to replace every 3 months? No. And they're like, no, it really is amazing. It's really different. It's worth it. And of course, the beauty addict in me was like, I kind of want to try it. I kind of want to see. And then I started watching YouTube videos. So I held out a really long time because that was a couple of years in between that. I started watching YouTube videos, and of course, every YouTuber is using a beauty blender. And finally, I'm like, okay, what is the big deal? So Candy Johnson put a video together, it's years old now, about what a beauty blender is, why it's different. Like, she gets into like the chemical makeup of this and yada yada, and why you have to clean it a certain way. You shouldn't just use regular like brush cleaner or like dish soap, how that doesn't work because it's gonna break down the components of what makes a beauty blender so great. So I watched that whole video and it was like, all right, gotta go get me one. So I went to the store and bought one, $20, spent the $20, and yeah, it's a lot. But it was awesome and it was amazing. And so I went, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. Sorry if I keep looking over. The battery sign is flashing at me. I'm like, fingers crossed we can make it through this video. And of course the battery died. So where was I? So I try it. I get one, I try it. It's fantastic. I'm like, dang it, it really is good. But I cannot afford every 3 months to go buy a new one. And going back to the dupe thing, I know people say there's good dupes out there. I've tried a few others. I see where they've made progress, but to me, nothing is as good as the actual beauty blender. So here is my tip. I have 2 tips for you to cut down on the cost of this. Okay, this is becoming a much longer video than it needed to be. All right, so what I discovered is that there are beauty blender pro packs that come with tons. They come with, I believe, 10. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll show you the 10th in a minute. So 10 beauty blenders in a pack. You can get this on Amazon for $125. $125. That means these are $12.50 each instead of $20. $12.50 instead of $20. Now, I also love Friends Beauty. They have a loyalty program where you get an additional 10% off all orders, and that's where I bought my first pack from, but they are like sold out, and I don't know if they're getting more. So I'm gonna link you to Amazon in this video. So I used to be able to get them for like, I think I got the price down to $11 each. Now it's going to be 12. Okay? That's as close as we get. But wait, there's more. I watched a video with Rach Loves the other day, and every now and then someone comes up with a hack that you're like, how dumb are we that we never thought of this? How dumb are we? And that hack is to take your beauty blender and cut it in half. Because why? Why do you need the whole, and mine looks off because I used this morning. So I wanted to make sure this worked before I did it for you. So I cut it open this morning and used half to do my makeup. And it yeah. Why? So that's why they're different sizes, because the other half hasn't been put in water. But like, why did I think I needed the whole thing? I don't need the whole thing. So cut it in half. You might want to do a better job cutting it in half than I did. If you can see, like, I did not get an even line. It did, so like I won't use the inside part because it did split down the middle, but I don't need this whole thing to do my makeup for 3 months. So split it in half and change it every 3 months. And you now have beauty blenders for like 3 years. So it's bigger cost up front because you paid $125, but over time, this is gonna last me forever. This is lasting me so long. And if you're like some of us that make our beauty blender last even longer than 3 months, you can extend it to 4 years. So I cut it in half. I used it this morning, doing my makeup. The only thing I will say is it takes some adjustment to holding it. Like if you are used to holding, sorry, my hair. If you are used to holding regular beauty blender, this is it's a little different. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen to make sure it's showing right, but this is a little different, but it still works. It still has the properties of a beauty blender. So there you go. You have now knocked this down to roughly $6 to $7 each. $6 beauty blenders. People, why are we not talking about this more? Why is everyone on YouTube not talking about this? And then just have to explain too, I love the Beauty Blender Liquid Cleanser. So Beauty Blender, for some reason, promotes their solid cleanser all the time. I don't like their solid cleanser, and maybe it has to do with the foundation I use and how it gets in these. This cleanser works way better for me. And if you watch Candy's video, she explains why you should just use their cleanser. And it totally made sense to me. It's just, I'm not going to relay the information well, so there will be a card and I'll link it so you can see that. But this is a giant one. This can only be found online. It can be found on Sephora and Amazon, and I'm sure other places online. Those are just the two I looked for it. And it's 10 fluid ounces for $30. The 5 ounce bottle is, I think, $18. So you do save a little bit, just a little bit, getting this. But this is probably going to last me 3 years too. So, depending on how often you clean it. So, highly recommend the liquid cleanser too. But hopefully you understand now how you too can get your beauty blenders for super cheap. Like I said, I know it's an investment up front. It's like buying bulk at Costco, but you're totally saving money over time. Maybe ask for it for Christmas. Let's pretend I act like the holidays are coming tomorrow. The holidays are coming up in 4 months, but the holidays are coming up. Maybe you want a pro pack for Christmas. But I just think this is the best. You get your good, real beauty blender for $6. So that is all for this video. If you liked this tip, like I said, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Share this with friends. This is good knowledge here, people. Share this with friends. And once we get to 100 subscribers, and we're getting closer, I will do a giveaway. And once we get to 1,000, if we can get to 1,000, this is like miracles happening, okay? But if we can get to 1,000 by December 1st, I will do a huge, huge, huge giveaway, right? So please share with everybody you know. Right now you should be getting links to some, well, you're seeing my crazy hair, and you should be getting links to some other videos on both sides that I think you'll like. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.